Extended highlights presented by Dove.
Time for the rain and spirit to tangle tonight here in Seattle. Casey Kruger had the game-tying tally off the bench in the 12th minute of stoppage time to salvage a home draw last week for Washington, and she returns, Lori, to the starting 11 for the Spirit tonight.
And this formation for Washington could be a 5-back or it could be a 4-back with Bernal pushing into the midfield to add a bit more security centrally. Typically, this is a team that's more patient defensively on the road, but now that they're getting players back healthy, I expect them to be more aggressive with their approach. That means all eyes on Bethune and the front three. It's going to come down to their movement and ability to play forward quickly to catch out Seattle.
Only one change from last week. Lynn Biondolo will begin on the bench, and Emery Adames gets her first start of the season today.
And Seattle has been very good defensively so far this season, but they haven't scored a ton of goals, so it is going to come down to being more aggressive with their positioning defensively. That's going to start with their two wing backs of Holmes and Curry getting forward earlier, winning the ball higher up the field. That should ultimately allow for the front line of Darlene, Haitema, Adames in the match to be more dangerous in positions in front of goal. Adames making her first start of the season.
3 first-half goals. Whistle blowing from Brad Jensen, our referee, and we're underway. Seattle and Washington. Kawasi settles. Headed up Bethune. Kawasi will try it with a right foot. And that is testing again. Dickey, who touches it over the end line.
Kawasi's in right now. Why not take your chances? Already a good opportunity in the opening seconds. This one through track. Japanese
international. First season with a Spirit driving ball outside the 6. Knocked out of the box. Sam Meza playing it forward. Counter opportunity here for Seattle. Adames ahead. Maddie Darlene got the game-winning goal, the only one on the road last week against Racing Louisville. Knifes her way towards the box. Low ball cross. Knocked out by Kruger.
Oh, very good attack. And that was one thing that Laura Harvey, Seattle Reign head coach, not conceding a ton of goals. Said complete opposite of what's happening with Washington Spirit right now, but she'd rather be in the position that she's in. Give her a heart attack if she did find herself conceding 12 goals in 4 games like the Washington Spirit. But they do need to find other ways to be more dangerous in front of goal, and it's going to be most likely in counterattack situations tonight.
Kawasi again, roaming free on the right. Ball center of the box, deflecting off a defender in front. Dickey had to scramble, and again, and there, pushed through. Is the flag up? It's not. Washington on the board. Gift Monday on the doorstep as Washington breaks through for the opener.
Right here, just dives in, and Kawasi sees the late tackle and then has loads of time to be able to pick out Narumi, who's unattested, right inside the 18-yard box. But it's all about the positioning. This is the aggressive approach that we are talking about from the Washington Spirit. They shape the play, they get numbers behind the ball, and then as soon as the shot's blocked, they have other players coming through. Then it's Bernal, and then they're just in wonderful positions. And that is a close call with
our VAR official, assisted by Kelsey Harms.
There's the initial Narumi shot. It does look like Shea Holmes keeps them on side, but this is what I'm looking right here. Right there before Monday, if you see her on the far post, really difficult to tell. But also you see Ashley Hatch would be screening players. Looked like she was maybe in an offside position as well. Yeah, no goal.
And it's waved off. Last week and made it stand up from Darlene of the 39th minute. Seattle only had 38% possession in that game, only completed 57% of their passes, didn't get a shot off in the second half, and did the job defensively. But here, Washington keeps the pressure on and puts one through. Bethune on the inside just escorts it in, and this one looks like it'll stand.
Well, everything about this approach right now for Seattle is so passive defensively, not marking, and just love this from Ashley Hatch. This is what she does so well. She just drops in, invites other players to join into the attack, and then they can get Casey Kruger higher up the field. And what a beautiful ball that is, because it's just feathered in behind into the path of Ashley Hatch, and she's the one that starts this play, then works to get herself inside the box, and then finishes it off. But this is just incredibly poor defensively from Seattle Reign. Unmarked. First is Ashley Hatch, and then Croy Bethune sneaking in. Home, a little bit of control of the ball.
Options here on the free kick. Sent towards the box. Headed out by the Spirit. Settled back, flighted up. Touched out by Kingsbury. Pumped back into the area. Reign will control, going back to Barnes. Meza. Jordan Bug. Good wide ball. Centered. Deflected. Loose on the deck. Shot. There it in! The equalizer coming quickly for Seattle. Shea Holmes gets her first, and it's 1-1.
And the number one thing that we said to be able to get back into this game was get a hold of possession. They did just that, but they took it a step further. They started moving the ball with intensity, finding the wide areas, but this is an area of concern and has been a vulnerability for the Washington Spirit, is box defending. Everybody's ball watching. No one's picking up players. Curry puts herself in a wonderful position. They can't clear it. But this is Holmes, the wing back in the position you want, high up the field, on that far post. There's a movement with intensity, good pace, isolating yourself in those 1v1 situations, but it's the follow-up from Holmes.
Feeling the heat of Bethune. Back for Dickey. Bernal again getting there. Washington's pressure paying dividends. Kruger settled. Monday in support. Kruger trying to get that wicked left foot free. Crossing pass for Hatch. Didn't miss by much.
Another dangerous ball from Casey Kruger. I love the work because she just has a little hesitation to see if it's going to be played into Gift Monday instead. Draws the defender. Gift Monday does with that run. It opens up the space for Casey Kruger to be able to play that ball, whip it in behind, nearly catches the head of Hatch.
Well, as Seattle gets ready to put this back in play, in Washington, team that had struggled to score here has ended that drought. Madeline's got more on that.
I talked to Jonah Heraldez yesterday and I asked him, hey, do you use that as bulletin board material, the fact that the Spirit have never scored a goal at Lumen Field? And he goes, I didn't know that, but I'm going to tell the team now. Of course, this is his first time coaching here.
And now they've got a pair. Hatch able to finish Monday on the cross, and Washington retakes the lead at 2-1.
It just felt like it was a matter of time for Washington to get another goal, just have pinned Seattle in defensively, especially on that left-hand side. You see Mickey Owen wants to be in those advanced positions more often than not if she can as a center back. But again, way too easy defensively. Just one pass takes out two lines defensively of the Seattle Reign. And right there, Gift Monday does such a good job to keep herself on side. Looks like maybe she was going for the shot, but doesn't matter because look at the position. Hatch drops in. That allows for Kouassi and Gift Monday to really create some verticality. Just the movement, the understanding. Croy Bethune starting to find a rhythm even more, picking up dangerous positions. That's difficult to pin her down, but really it comes down to Seattle Reign. It's just too easy defensively. Two passes take out two lines, and then Gift Monday finding Ashley Hatch for the easy tap in. But it starts defensively, getting touch tight, do whatever you can to put tackles in. Don't allow the tackler to get on the wrong side of you if you're a defender. All of these things are preventable. She's been way too passive outside the 3 minutes that we saw them get the response in terms of the goal.
Free kick sent to the box. Kouassi settles, left-footed shot deflected and just wide. Cut back, and Bernal helps us get to halftime. Well, stay tuned for the halftime show presented by AT&T. We'll recap the first half, learn more about the Seattle Reign anthem. They've broken their goalless streak here in Seattle and trying to keep this road record intact. Opportunity to match North Carolina in 2018. Good step up for Seattle. Slid forward there from Curry, but the intercept by Narumi.
Yeah, it feels just like a summary of the game so far in the attack for the Seattle Reign, because it's a great step from Curry just to possess, and immediately you see Darlene trying to make the run. Just it's off of her, and Narumi had it covered as well. Can't really control and connect their passes. This brings something into the attack.
And the Seattle team on the year, only completing 73% of its passes. 13 out of 14 in the league. Narumi. Another ball towards the edge of the box. The lean trying to settle. Bodies flying down. Headed to the turf with Kwasi. Both players back up. Kruger for Monday. Left footing cross headed just over the bar. Hatch bidding for a brace.
Well, there's that ball served in, but it all is all about the movement from Hatch. She starts touch tight on McLaren just to use her as bait, and then immediately Clarendon is going to go down the other side, but just able to break free, sends that one over the net.
Darlene. Scylla. Clean win. And now Darlene called. Darlene heading it forward. Mondesir. Corner kick coming up for Seattle.
Just some of the movements from Mondesir. It's getting touches in it. Just at the last second, drawing some fouls, but also earning this corner kick so important, because this is what Seattle's going to need. Find another level, whether it's set pieces, try to lock Washington in defensively to get this equalizer.
That established left foot of Barnes, hoping to deliver this at a good spot late. Flighted far post, headed down, save, Kingsbury. Rebound attempt in front. On the deck, Mondesir trying to turn. Washington relieves the pressure momentarily. Carl flailing at it. It's Kingsbury.
When the ball just essentially floated in, but just look at Jess Fishlock, and we've seen this throughout all the years, her ability, even though her height's not one of the tallest in this league, she does get herself in a position to be able to rise above, keep that on frame. But what a save that is right there from Kingsbury. Hopeful ball's in, trying to play too direct at times and really force them to have to defend a lot more.
Now that's it. Jonah Heraldez and the Washington Spirit continue their road dominance